It's done as Joel Waterman, the 29-year-old Canadian international centre back, is on the move and has left CF Montreal, truly kicking off the Canadian side's rebuild. But he leaves Canada for the first time in his club career, but staying in the MLS and joining Chicago Fire, joining a side sitting in ninth place in the MLS Eastern Conference, which is an astronomical jump in the standings for Joel Waterman, who leaves behind CF Montreal, who currently sit in 14th place in that standings, in the Eastern Conference standings, and leaving behind one of the worst sides in recent years in the MLS. And this is a major jump up for Joel Waterman. This is a huge jump up within just squad talent as well as league position, and a side that are pushing in the MLS to solidify themselves as a playoff team this season, but also come in as an outside MLS Cup contender. And they could definitely do that with what they're doing this season. Bringing in Joel Waterman is a very smart piece of business, and it's a very interesting move for Joel Waterman as well as CF Montreal. Joel Waterman now leaves CF Montreal after having 158 games with the side, being there through many years, many iterations of the CF Montreal team, going through the good, going through the bad, and of course the ugly. He has seen it all at CF Montreal, and he has become a true leader within that side. He is now being moved on to start the rebuild, to kickstart everything within CF Montreal and the new change within the club. But moving on from Joel Waterman is a big loss. Yes, sometimes he's not an incredible defender. Yes, sometimes he has his ups and downs, but he is still a Canadian international. He is still a 29-year-old Canadian center back who has acquired 158 games with the club, scoring 5 goals, going through the Canadian true path of playing in the Canadian Premier League with Cavalry FC. He has done it all, and he is a true leader, and that'll be a lot for CF Montreal to replace. But what CF Montreal lost is Chicago's gain. And yes, they are gaining a true leader on and off the pitch. They're gaining an experienced defender and center back who has spent many years in this league, learning the trade, learning how to play within MLS, learning the travel situation within this league, and adopting it very well. And Joel Waterman has proved himself as a very good center back within the MLS. Even though he has been on one of the worst sides in recent years in the MLS, not just in the past years, in this year alone, he has still had a decent season, having a 6.88 match rating average across the season, starting 17 matches, playing in 18, and acquiring 1,400 minutes with 1 assist. And he has been used in multiple different positions, whether it's center back, whether it's right back, central defensive midfielder. He's become a man of many traits. Not saying he should play at those other positions, but he can be utilized in them. And for a side like Chicago Fire, pushing into playoffs, proving themselves as a side that should be in the playoffs, Joel Waterman is just a very smart piece of business. Yes, he might not start for Chicago Fire immediately. He might work his way into that lineup, even though they have a solid pair of center backs, even a solid 3 of center backs, with the likes of Carlos Turan, Jack Elliott, and Mauricio Pineda. They have some good center backs within Chicago Fire, even one captain in Jack Elliott. But for Joel Waterman, he can knock on that door. He can earn that starting role, and it wouldn't be surprising to me if he does. At first, he'll be a rotational player, a rotational defender for Chicago Fire, who are making that playoff push. But what's wrong with being a rotational player on a side in the playoffs? I think it's a very smart move from Joel Waterman to move himself up the standings, move himself to a better team, and to a team in this season he can maybe get a starting job, or even next season when they move on from a center back. It is a very intelligent transfer from Joel Waterman. And this is, of course, a breaking news video, guys. This is a video just breaking down the transfer, giving you guys my general thoughts. And this deal was exclusively broken from Maxime Pruman. And he came out initially saying that Joel Waterman wasn't at training and there looks to be a move on the cards. And a few hours later, minutes later, he came out saying, exclusive, Joel Waterman has just been traded to the Chicago Fire. In return, the club's sources an amount of GAM to be determined, and it seems to be around $500,000 for the Canadian international center back, which has been some of the rumors. I'm repeating myself, but in any rebuild, you have to break down before you can rebuild. According to my sources, the goal was to reset the leadership level. No need to look further. All comes from a club journalist in Maxime Truman, a very good breaking news and a very good journalist, and then it was reported from Tom Bogert as well. So guys, this is a breaking news video, guys, giving you guys my thoughts around Joel Waterman leaving, and it's truly a surprise, but very exciting for Joel Waterman. But the reset within CF Montreal now becomes very difficult. I think it's a very interesting move on the club's behalf to come out and saying we are restructuring the leadership level. We are completely scrapping it down to the bare bones, especially with Joel Waterman leaving, a Canadian international who has gone through every single possible level from the CPL to CF Montreal, going from the good, the bad, the ugly, proving himself at the club, winning trophies. Joel Waterman's been there. He has done very well for CF Montreal. And moving on from someone like that to completely swipe the slate of leaders and completely say you were resetting this from the bare bones is a huge statement. And especially sending him to someone within your conference, to a club that in a few years might be fighting with you for playoff spots. It's a very interesting shout because Joel Waterman brings so much to this club. Yes, some people might not love him, might not hate him. Whatever you guys think of Joel Waterman, he is still an incredible leader. To me, I think he is still a good center back. I think he brings a lot to an MLS side, especially a playoff contending MLS side. And in general, I really think this is a good move for Joel Waterman. It's a very interesting one on behalf of CF Montreal to give up arguably your biggest leader who has seen every version of the club really. But for Joel Waterman, I love this move. I'd probably give this a B+, a B transfer. Just on face value, it just makes sense for Joel Waterman to move to a playoff side. The only thing which is a downside is he's on a club where he doesn't immediately walk in and become a starter. But I could definitely see him within a few matches, maybe pushing and maybe earning himself a starting role because he is a good center back and he does deserve to be starting on a top side within the MLS, in my opinion. And I'd love to see him break in and start and prove everyone that he is a quality center back within the MLS. But for Joel Waterman, for breaking news with you guys, I'm giving this a B+ transfer. I think it's a very interesting move. I think it's a very smart move from Joel Waterman and Chicago Fire, and a true white flag. It is a true, we are blowing things up within CF Montreal. But we will do a deeper dive video, guys. We will break down this transfer. We will look into how Joel Waterman fits into this squad and where the easiest path might be. So we will give you guys a more in-depth video, but I wanted to break this down, guys. I want to give you guys a breaking news video around Joel Waterman joining Chicago Fire. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to drop down below on your thoughts from CF Montreal perspective, Joel Waterman, and Chicago Fire. Smash that sub button, guys, if you enjoyed the content, and hit that like button because it really helps with content as well as the video. But guys, I truly appreciate the support, trying to be more consistent, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.